Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about the pre-match preview between FC Barcelona and Villarreal. This is going to be Barcelona's last La Liga game of the year. After this, there is no more games and Barcelona will need to wait until January to play their first match of the year against Espanyol. And since this is going to be Barcelona's last La Liga game of the year, I do want to give a quick recap on how Hansi Flick has been doing in the league itself. Because to me, I think that these numbers are spectacular. First of all, Hansi Flick has been at Barcelona for 1.5 years and has wrote a lot of history. 85 games, 244 goals, won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, the Spanish Super Cup, but in La Liga, we have seen something exceptional because after 17 league matches, we can clearly see that in this season, we have upgraded, which is insane to say because I know that we have experienced a lot of stress and backlash with the way that Barcelona have been playing. But this year and this season has been better compared to the first season under Hansi Flick. We have had surprisingly fewer bad spells, better game control, and more efficient conversions of dominance into points. I would say that the first season was more explosive and the second season is more mature. Because when we compare the first season and the second season, after 17 matches being played, Barcelona at this point last season had 38 points. They have scored 50 goals and conceded 19, averaging 2.94 goals per 90 minutes and conceding 1.12 goals per 90 minutes. You look at this season, we have 43 points compared to 38. We have scored 49 goals, conceded 20, and our goals per game is 2.88. Goals conceded is 1.18, and we're at the top of the league with 4 points clear of Real Madrid. So we could say that Hansi Flick's Barcelona has been slightly less explosive, but still very good. Our defensive structure has been a little unstable. However, we have seen less losses. We also have to keep in mind that in the first season, Hansi Flick heavily relied on Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal being available. But in this season, things have really changed, and I think this is the reason why we have seen less losses is because we saw a broader distribution of goals across all players. Lewandowski has been injured, Rafinha has been injured, Yamal has been injured, but other players have stepped up. Ferran Torres is leading the league goal scoring. We have had other contributors like Dani Olmo, Fermin Lopez, Jules Koundé, Alejandro Balde all getting into the mix as well. So we are less dependent on a hot finisher. I would even say, surprisingly, like I've said, that Barcelona have better perseverance during games, meaning how many times have we seen Barcelona concede the first goal but only for them to come back with 2 or 3 goals? It's been a lot of times in this season. So Barcelona still carry the strong comeback mentality, and especially in La Liga, and we're potentially going to see that transmit towards the Champions League, the Copa del Rey, and also the Spanish Super Cup. So all in all, even though we have not been the most attractive like compared to the previous season, the results are still really good for the 2025-2026 season. And now we're going to finish off our last game of the year going up against Villarreal at their home because Barcelona will be playing at the Estadio de la Cerámica on Sunday night. Barcelona do sit on top of the table with 4 points clear of Real Madrid, 8 points ahead of Villarreal as well, but that is only because Villarreal have 2 games in hand. Barcelona have clearly been the standout team in Spain during the first half of this season, and they're chasing their 8th straight La Liga win and 7th consecutive victory in all competitive competitions. Villarreal, meanwhile, are firmly in the title conversation themselves, but way less compared to FC Barcelona. It's also been almost 20 years since Barcelona lost a league match away to Villarreal. What's crazy is that when we look at the results, Villarreal's recent league wins against Barcelona have all came from away from home, not at their home. So we should expect to see a strong Villarreal side no matter what. They won their last 6 La Liga matches. Their league record is 11 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses with a total of 35 points. They have the best defensive record in La Liga as well, with just 13 goals being conceded. They have recently been eliminated by Racing Santander, but still, it's a different competition, a different day. I expect Villarreal to come in with a lot of power. If we look at the past 5 meetings that Barcelona have had against Villarreal as well, in the most previous meeting back on May 18th, 2025, Villarreal did win, and they won 3-2 at Barcelona's home. Back on September 22, 2024, Barcelona won 5-1. Before that, Villarreal once again won 5-3. And then back on 2023, Barcelona got 2 wins in one season. So I do think that Villarreal are going to want to make history. They're going to want to win at the Estadio de la Cerámica. And you know, they have not beaten Barcelona at their home in the league since October 2007. It's going to be a very fun watch because Villarreal's elite defensive structure going up against Barcelona's high power attack is going to be something like to really see. We'll see how efficient Barcelona can be on this night because without Pedri, things could change. And we'll talk about that in just a few seconds. I think that Barcelona have to be very careful on incorporating the aggressive high defensive line because Villarreal really know how to counterattack. Villarreal are also going to be looking for the first goal as always. Like every opposition likes to look for the first goal against Barcelona within the first 10 minutes and then defend deep. I think that Barcelona have to showcase that they don't always have to be that team that concedes leads early in the matches, because that is really becoming a problem. If we look at the absences for both teams, Villarreal have a lot of players out right now. Moreno is injured. Moreno is injured. Papa Gueye went to AFCON. Thomas Partey is also injured. Costa is also injured for now. And then they have their most important player, Parejo, also in doubt. We don't know if he's going to be available, but he may be fit to start. We'll see. It's very 50-50. As for FC Barcelona, we know that Gavi is out. Araujo is still not going to be returning. Dani Olmo is injured. And then we have Pedri, who is in major doubt. Very similar to Parejo. And that's because Pedri has a calf strain and he did not train earlier on Friday. And no risk is expected to be taken before the winter break. Like, for sure, if Pedri is saying that I have just a small little pain on my calf, Flick is going to say, like, sit down. You're not going to be playing for the next 2 matches. Which makes me think that Barcelona might have a starting 11 like this, with Joan Garcia in goal, Kubarsi, Ger Martin, center back pairing, Balde, left back position, Jules Koundé, right back position, and our midfield is going to be Eric Garcia and Frankie. I have no problem with Frankie and Eric Garcia in the midfield and without Pedri. We have seen that multiple times. It has worked. Eric Garcia and Frankie understand each other. There's a lot of defensive responsibility there, and they can get the job done. Yes, it is different when Barcelona have Pedri and when they don't have Pedri, but Eric Garcia and Frankie have showcased that they can connect, they can tackle, they can intercept, they can regain the ball, they can progress the ball fast. And when you have players up there like Lamine Yamal, Fermin Lopez, Rafinha, and Ferran Torres in the attack, Barcelona do have a high chance of winning this game. I do think that Fermin Lopez will be the number 10 for tonight, and Ferran Torres will be getting another start. Torres is currently Barcelona's top goal scorer in this season with 13 goals, and Lamine Yamal is the best distributor so far with 8 goals and 11 assists in all competitions. You combine that with Rafinha trying to get back to his form and Fermin Lopez also trying to get back to his form. I believe that with Barcelona, with the right intensity and the right focus, we can get a big win against Villarreal and end the year very strong. My final score prediction for this match is going to be a 4-1 win for FC Barcelona. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.